After a longer day out than expected doing shopping, Max and his parents were finally close to heading back home. Having been bored to tears for several hours and occasionally complaining about how slow his mother and father were, he was the most alert he had been that day, as home was in sight. Finally he boomed with delight. "I'm so starving. We're sorry we took so long, Max," said Caroline. "It's just that you've been away for so long that we thought a nice day out would be nice for you. But you said we were only gonna buy some groceries and go straight back. We spend most of the time going around clothes shops, which I can't stand after about half an hour." "Young man, I would prefer you not to be so rude," replied Norman. "You were in desperate need of new clothes as well as your sister, as you never packed that much for yourself whilst on your journey. You should be grateful your mother and I spent as much as we did on you both." Now Max began to guilt inside for his behavior, which was to be expected by his parents. He sighed, feeling disappointed in himself. "Sorry, Mom and Dad, thank you for all the new clothes." "You're welcome, dear," replied Caroline, who was just glad enough to know she could interact with her son again after a long time. "Apology accepted, son. Now let's get inside and cook us some dinner." "Awesome, Saint. I wonder if May is back yet. It would suck if she missed out on tonight's meal." Brock's cooking was nice, but homemade meals just can't be beaten. "I'm sure she will be. If I know your sister, she wouldn't dare to miss out on it," replied Caroline, as she wondered if May was feeling any better today. "Well, we'll find out soon enough," said Norman, as they finally approached the front door and let themselves in. Norman and Caroline went in first, with Max behind them. But before he went inside, he noticed that the bin outside was full up, which it hadn't been in the morning, as the top of it nearly stuck itself open. He didn't think too much of it and went inside the gym, closing the door behind him. "We're back, May," called Caroline. "Are you in?" Meanwhile, inside her room, May jumped at the sound of her mother's voice and began to panic. She had almost removed all of the decorations all over her bedroom, except for removing her clown costume, as she had been in so much of a hurry to remove anything that could raise some eyebrows. "Oh no. I still haven't changed out of this costume yet. Stupid May, you're so stupid. That should have been the first thing I did." "May? I'll go check her room," replied Max, as he went to go and check. "No, no, no." May quickly ran to her door and closed it shut, making sure to lock it as quick as she could. May asked Max cheekily, knowing she must have been trying to hide from everyone. "What are you closing the door for?" "Getting changed." "Okay. Privacy, please. How come?" "Just wanna slip into something more comfortable." "You sound kinda stressed out, big sis. What's going on?" "Nothing. Just didn't expect you guys back so soon." "So soon? We've been out for hours. Way longer than I personally would have liked, but Mom and Dad got us something good." "Oh really? Well, Jimmy, time to change and I'll be right there." "Fine. See you in a sec then." As May heard her brother's footsteps get quieter, she took a sigh of relief, as she continued getting changed. "I'm sleepwalking. I'm sleepwalking," she said, beginning to sweat. "Oh man, what is going on?" Soon enough, May had changed into her casual outfit and went to the living room, where Caroline was waiting to show her the new clothes they brought her, whilst Norman was unpacking the groceries in the kitchen. "Oh, there you are, May," said her mother happily, carrying a shopping bag in hand. "We got this for you for your next big journey." "Aw, "Thanks, Mom," she replied, taking the bag. She opened it up to reveal a new outfit consisting of a green and white kerchief, a sleeveless orange tunic with a black collar and white pockets, black cycle shorts, a pair of orange, white and black shoes, and a green fanny pack. "How do you like it, dear?" "It's awesome. Thank you so much." May hugged her mother and gave her a kiss. Caroline then realized that May's hair seemed rather wet. "Did you have a shower recently? Your hair isn't dried properly." May suddenly noticed that the stress of her current situation had gotten her hair all sweaty, which made her jump a little. "Oh yeah, I did forget. When I heard you guys come back in, I quickly got changed so I could come in and help you. I must have forgotten to fully dry my hair, my bad." "Well, don't worry about it, May. If you need to get dry properly, then you go ahead and do that. Your hair could end up sticking up by the morning if you don't dry and brush it properly, you know." "I know, Mom. I'll go help Dad and sort it out afterwards." "Thanks again for the outfit." May dashed off and went into the kitchen to thank her father too. "Alone? I don't even know anymore. Look, Mommy, it's May over there," said a familiar voice. May looked and noticed that it was Alexandra from yesterday. "Oh hey there," replied May with a wave. As Alexandra rushed on over to her, it was like all of May's worries had suddenly been put on pause. "I can't believe you're here again." "Mommy, I want to spend some time with May." "Alexandra, don't go bothering her now," replied her mother, sporting a long green dress, white heels, and hair as gold as the bright sun. "Please forgive my daughter here. She's been dying to meet you again." "Oh, it's no big deal. It's nice to see her again. My name is Leslie." "It's a pleasure to meet you in person," May replied Alex's mother, as she shook May's hand. "Nice to meet you too, Leslie. You're quite the idol for Alexandra here. She wouldn't stop talking about you last night." "Oh, I'm humbled, really. It's a surprise for me to meet a fan in my hometown." "Last night, May, I was writing down all sorts of ideas of how I could do Pokemon coordinating just like you do," said Alex excitedly. "I'm gonna try a performance of my own and imagine what my Pokemon would be if I were old enough to have one." "What kind of Pokemon would you have?" Alex asked May, as her interest peaked. "I'd have a Gardevoir." "A Gardevoir, huh?" "Yeah, those are my favorite Pokemon ever. That would be the one I would choose." "Well, I'm sure one day you'll be out there being the best Pokemon coordinator you can." "Thanks. But Mommy said I have wait until I'm 10 thought to have a Pokemon. I'm only 7, so it's gonna take ages. But once I'm 10, then I'm setting out on my own to become a great Pokemon coordinator just like you." May found her determination so uplifting that deep down inside it was helping her too. "I'm sure you'll do great. When that day comes, I'll be rooting for you." "Thanks. Hey, want to get an ice cream? Mommy will pay for us." "Alexandra," replied her mother in surprise, "you won't be getting any with manners like that." "Sorry, Mommy. Please, can we get an ice cream with May?" Alex had her arms wrapped up behind her back, giving her mother a cutesy look. May chuckled a little and spoke up. "Oh, don't worry about me, Alex and Leslie. I have my own money anyway, and I don't want to trouble you." "Aw, come on, May. I'd love it if you could come." "Alexandra, May might be busy with other things today, so do show some respect. Anyway, if you are free, then you are more than welcome to join us, if you like. I'd be happy to pay for you." May felt conflicted with the offer at first, But seeing Alex looking desperate and Leslie smiling, she gave in. Sure, okay, that would be lovely. I have nothing going on right now until later, so I'll join you. Awesome, cheered Alex, jumping up and down. May chuckled again as the three of them headed into town. Alex wanted to hold May's hand along the way, which May happily accepted. The group had arrived in town, which was looking lively as they got close. Alex had been skipping along the whole way there, singing a cheerful tune, which was really lifting May's spirits. Are you gonna have May? Alexandra asked, doing the little spin. I'm gonna have chocolate. I might go for strawberry myself, then I'm getting strawberry instead, having the same flavor, as you should help give me the brain energy to be as great as you. Leslie hadn't seen her child as energetic and excited as much as this before. She herself never considered anybody a true idol to her, so it was fascinating to see it from her daughter's perspective. May sure means a lot to my Alex. I guess I could see my little girl as a coordinator someday. If she really wanted to pursue that path, then I wouldn't object to the idea. Yeah, we made it into town, cheered Alex, skipping on ahead. Let's go and find an ice cream stand. As the group passed by some people walking alongside them, a single lady looked at May, giving her a rather strange look. What's her deal? May thought, looking puzzled. But the awkwardness didn't seem to stop there, as more people passing by looked at May with looks of confusion. Okay, what's the deal? Did I upset them or something, or did everybody get up the wrong side of the bed? Leslie noticed too, which made her wonder if May had a strange effect on people. Soon enough, the three of them were sitting down back at the park with ice cream in hand. Alex ended up getting double scoops of ice cream thanks to May paying a bit extra for hers, and she had nearly gobbled it all up in seconds. But even seeing Alex gobble up her ice cream in a slightly comedic fashion wasn't enough to stop May thinking about the reactions she got from people. What's up, May? Alex asked, noticing she seemed a bit off. You've been pretty quiet since we sat down and ate. May's moment of silence broke. Oh, don't worry, Alexandra, I just love food so much that I stay pretty quiet when eating. Nothing out of the ordinary, she laughed, trying to sound convincing. Oh, okay, then I shouldn't be worrying about you, May. You're an amazing person who doesn't get down from anything. As much as May wished that were true, she still couldn't help but smile despite her current feelings. This little girl is adorable. She's been praising me non-stop, and I'm not sick of it yet. In times like these, she just might be my therapy. I assume you'll be heading off on another journey soon to continue your contests, May asked Leslie, who hadn't had much of a chance to speak due to Alex taking most opportunities she could get. Yep. Giotto is up next for me. It'll be a much more different experience for me this time, as I'm going it alone. I used to travel with my friends and little brother, but this time they won't be around. I see. How are you feeling about going it alone? Well, May started to feel unsure of herself again, which in turn reminded her of the strange happenings going on with her. I guess right now I'm kinda unsure. Unsure, May replied to Alex in a shock. But I'm sure you can do it just fine. Thanks, Alexandra, May replied with a light chuckle. I guess I've been traveling with my friends for so long that the thought of them not being there makes me wonder if I can still do this, especially if anything bad were to happen. Leslie was taken back to when her son years ago was on the journey of his own. feel a little bit scared sometimes, she said, but all you have to do is remember the lessons you learned alongside your friends, and use them to help you get by. If you think like that, it'll be easy for you, but you still have your Pokemon at your side, followed Alex, trying to pitch in. You're never alone when you have your partners at your side. Yeah, right, Alex. If it weren't for my Pokemon, then I never would have gotten where I'm now. I owe them so much for helping me grow into the person I'm today. See, I told you. Thanks, guys. I guess the thought of going it solo has brought me down a bit recently, but spending the day with you helps me realize that everything is gonna be fine. You're welcome, May. You show the world how incredible you are, replied Alex, holding out her hand for a high five. May smiled and high-fived Alexandra, feeling a little bit better. Well, I guess I better get going. My brother is looking after my Pokemon today, so I better head home and give him time to go and do his own things. "Oh, we're going now?" asked Alex, feeling disappointed. "Will you come back tomorrow?" "I'm sure I will, Alex. Don't worry, I'm not leaving town just yet." "Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, May," said Leslie, as she gave May a handshake. "Thank you for taking time out of your day to entertain Alexandra. We really appreciate this. Anytime. See you soon, guys." May turned around and headed off, waving to Alex and Leslie as she walked away. "Bye, May. Thank you, and see you again tomorrow." "Bye, guys." As May left the park, Alex and Leslie took off as well in the opposite direction. Alex looked back as they walked away, thinking about May the whole way back home. May had left the town area and was heading into the fields, heading on the pathway home. It was a lot quieter now, which gave May time to think to herself, "If I'm gonna find out just what all that clown stuff in my room was about, then I need to consider possibly going into town tomorrow and checking some party stores or something. I'd go now, but honestly, I just want to sit in bed and sleep this off for now." Spending time with Alexandra and her mom was so nice that I don't want my personal problems to ruin this day. As May reached the big open fields, she noticed that this usually quiet area had quite a lot of noise going on. "What is that? Sounds like construction work or something. In the middle of the fields of all places?" She carried on walking, but quickly stopped as curiosity got the best of her. "Okay, I'm gonna check this out really quick." As May was getting closer to the source of the noise, a large yellow object was coming into view that, upon walking closer, turned out to be a big tent. Parked close by the tent were a few big trucks where workmen were carrying heavy equipment inside it. "What's this doing here? Isn't that a—" All of a sudden May's thoughts suddenly froze and she shut her eyes for a few seconds. She opened them up now with a delighted look on her face. "A circus has come to town? It's like destiny planned this out for me. Maisie is gonna take the stage." May's random switch in behavior from yesterday had come back, and she darted off back home to dress up in her clown costume. By a massive stroke of luck, the house was empty again as May ran indoors, noticing a piece of paper on the doormat. It wrote, "If you get this message, mail, the house is locked. We have gone out to pick up some more groceries that we forgot to pick up yesterday. Heading to remind me of things we need. As usual, you know how he is. Max has already put your Pokemon back in their Pokeballs and has left them in your room, so don't worry. Anyway, we will be back soon, so take care and see you later." Signed, Mom. "Oh hey, that's cool. I'll take my Pokemon with me this time and show them the circus tent I found." May quickly applied her makeup, got changed into her clown outfit and ran out of the house locking the door as she left Get Ready Petalburg, because Maisie is here to take the stage like never before. I'm gonna join that circus and give everybody a show they won't ever forget. Jumping and dancing her way back to the fields, May was dead set on one thing only, and it sure wasn't getting ready for her next journey.